Welcome to the Break Free Real Estate Podcast. Hey guys, today David and I are here and we are going to tell you the secret of finding off-market deals in 2023. So I will admit I'm not a huge I'm not great at finding off-market deals for myself. I mean, I've run across some, just luckily knew someone who knew someone. But David is an expert in this field, and so we are going to pass the baton to him.
Well, the reality is the secret to finding off-market deals in real estate deals in 2023 comes down to the tried and true tactics that have worked all along, maybe with a little bit of help from AI, right? So I don't think this is all developed out, but there's a few companies that are starting to develop products that are built on the back of AI that will really accelerate your ability to analyze and identify good off-market deals. So there's a few schools of thought here, but if you're looking for single family off-market deals, those are going to be more readily available, or there's going to be more opportunity in that space, but there's also more competition. And so the tried and true ways of identifying off-market deals come down to ultimately contacting directly with the owner. And there's a few ways to do that. Direct mail is very effective still. Phone calls, and you can identify, there's strategies that you can use to track down phone numbers and even email addresses for property owners. So you can go and get a list of properties. A great source is called listsource.com. If you go to listsource.com, they have a great filtering tool where you can identify properties that are a match for your criteria from a geographic standpoint, from a price point perspective, property type perspective. You can even go as far as like reviewing their assessed value, or even their estimated value. The system will have an estimated value there. So you can put together a robust list, and then you can go and put it through a third-party service that would, one of these services is Batch Leads. You can go check that out, batchleads.com, and or Batch Skip Tracing. Do a Google search for Batch Skip Tracing, and the service skip traces the property and then appends a owner name, a phone number, and email addresses potentially. You take that information, then you can reach out to them directly. You can reach out to them through direct mail, you can reach out to them through text message and phone call, and that can be highly effective. The other way is driving for dollars. Like there's still property out there. I mean, this old, I know that we're in 2023 and we're talking about AI, but still one of the best ways to identify an off-market property is go find a rundown property that, weeds are growing and things don't look right, and trying to track down the owner. There's probably less competition with that type of property. And then lastly, again, to touch on the AI piece, there's some companies that are developing AI that will help you to identify likely to sell owners of real estate that may be in distress. And so that could be from divorce, could be from financial challenges, it could be from tax challenges, and maybe a death in the family or probate. And the AI will take all the data, it'll identify the cream of the crop properties that are likely to be selling, and then provide you with that list, and even go as far as texting the owner of the property, having a conversation back and forth until they express interest, and then it gets passed off to a live person. So pretty cool stuff coming down the pipeline from an AI perspective that could be valuable. But at the end of the day, the best ways to find off-market real estate deals are still the tried and true ways, which are, direct mail, text, phone. And then if you're utilizing like the MLS, past expired listings that didn't sell for whatever reason, those are great resources too. And I know you have a couple ideas on that, so I'll turn the time back over to you.
Yeah, I think that's always a good start, is having your real estate agent pull all the expired listings for you in an area that you might be interested in. The other thing that I've done, I mean, I didn't get a deal from it, but I also did it for one day. But I went on like Zillow or on Facebook Classifieds on where houses are for rent or multifamilies are for rent. And I looked for things that had been for rent for longer than like 90 days that hadn't been rented out, because these owners are probably stressed because they're not getting rented out. And I just messaged them through the platform like, hey, I'm sorry for reaching out like this. I'm not a renter, but I am a young girl, and share a little bit about myself. And I actually, like, the one day I did it for one day. I spent like an hour doing this. And I got this one contact who he talks to me all the time, like, hey, how's your portfolio going? And he's like, I'm gonna sell you mine one day. And so if I got that far with just 1 hour, if you actually tried to do this, I should try to do this, but I don't. But that could be a very successful way as well. People might get annoyed that you're doing that,
Well,
but
I think if we were to really boil down the secret to finding off-market real estate deals in 2023, honestly, it comes down to follow-up. The lead generation piece is actually pretty easy. It takes effort. You can systematize it, and you can use leverage in the form of direct mail or text messaging tools and things like that. And so you can automate a lot of it. So the lead generation piece is actually pretty easy. The most challenging piece is just the follow-up, the consistent follow-up, and having a system for following up continuously and over a longer period of time, because that's the best way to ultimately, and the only way to really get good deals off market is following up, because very few of the leads that you're going to generate are going to be ready to sell today.
yeah, for sure. I love it. I think off market is always a great solution. I mean, I would revert back to never be afraid of on market though. There's usually most of the time great deals on the market, and then off market is just a cherry on top. That's it for today. For more daily investing tips and real estate secrets, don't forget to visit breakfreerealestate.com and make sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. We will see you tomorrow.